Thought I have you I haven't. You go.
Am I still around?
Yeah. Also, you said Debbie from Crafty Hands again.
Debbie from Debbie's Crafty Hands, even. So don't be shy on the comments. Make yourself known. Any questions? You know the drill. I'm happy to answer. We have been busy. We have completely revamped the craft room, and it is now the studio. So it's been hard work, but it's been well worthwhile. We will hopefully be doing more lives, so if you like the lives, then that's good for you. I like lives because it means I can interact with people. When I'm doing a recorded video, it's not so easy to have the banter, shall we say. So I'm looking forward to a bit of banter. How is everybody? What you been up to? What's going on?
No idea how I did that.
Slight technical error, guys. Slight technical error.
Oh, you can just direct text him.
Oh.
That's the thing. Apparently you can do it.
Oh. Handy. We got a feedback.
I'll pop the comments out on the first roughly.
So as the title suggests, we're going to be looking at making some clusters today. I don't have many made, or not as many as I'd like made up, so I'm going to make a few more up. They're very straightforward. They're just basically layers of fabrics with a button on top and sewn in, but it gives me a chance to do something creative while chatting to you guys. So hi Mark, hi Mum, hi Dad, hi Angie, good to see you there. Anyone else coming in?
Mum says your hair looks nice, apparently.
Oh, thanks Mum. Wore a red rose specially for Rosemary.
Definitely not just a coincidence.
He says on the hop. I'm a bit on the quiet side. Oh, testing, testing, testing. That any better? Do I need to speak up, or is the microphone not working, Pete?
No, I think maybe I've gone the wrong way. Is that better?
Is that any better? Boing? What's boing? So, do you want to flip me down to the
right, yes, sorry.
table shot? So, there's my pretties. So these are fabric clusters. Basically, 3 to 4 layers, maybe a bit of ribbon, bit of lace, and a button on the top.
Paul says hello.
Hi, lovely. And they can be used for all different things. Can be used for maybe decorating a card front. So you've got the gems down the bottom, and you'd have a cluster sitting at the top, or you could do it the other way around. So they can be used to decorate cards, they can be used in journal making, or just sticking around a frame of a mirror. Whatever you fancy doing with them, basically. The other thing is they can be used as, again, on the side of the card, a bit like this ruffle for decoration. So that's got them out. So I'm going to make a few. These are the ones that are already made. But first I want to go into buttons. Buttons. I have thousands of buttons. Thank you, Nana, for your button tin. I shall treasure that. Oh, I do treasure that. But the tin has gone, but the button's still around. We have got the buttons now in this massive great jar. And there's another massive great jar that matches it, full of buttons. Now, buttons for clusters are, what should we say? They need to be flat. So to use a button with a shank in it, which is a little bobbly bit at the end that you sometimes find, it's not ideal because it makes the button raise up. So if you're using it, say, for putting in a card, it's going to make it difficult to put in the envelope, or you're using the cluster to decorate a journal, which is inside pages. On the outside of a journal for decorating the cover, fantastic, but not so good. So I try and keep them as flat as possible so they're more versatile. So don't use shanks. And for the same reason, don't want to use beads, because again, beads add bulk and height and thickness to the actual cluster. Buttons need to be small, or at least smaller than this type of thing, because although it depends on what size cluster you're looking for, my clusters are usually about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, so they're dainty ones. But I mean, make the cluster any size you want really, and use whatever size buttons depending on what you're using it for. But for my purposes, I will use a flat button and smaller buttons. So I hope that all makes sense to everybody. I don't just use buttons. I sometimes use, well, I say then buttons. I have a selection down here. So maybe I'd use a wooden decoration or a Christmas decoration, a flower, but they would probably have to be glued on because there's not always a means of sewing them on. So they are less likely to be permanent, and they may be knocked off, and also they again add bulk and height. So it depends on what I'm making them for, but generally I'm just casting my eye over for, yes, that's about all I've got at the moment. We will be doing a studio tour in the next few episodes, and be quiet over there in the tech area. So the studio tour is coming up, and there will be a couple of other episodes related to that going forward, as to what we've done with things and how we've done it and the setup, etc. So looking forward to those going out. One's been recorded, one's got to be recorded still. We'll get there. Slow and steady. Right, so I'll push those over to one side for a minute. And can you all see clear, or do you need me to zoom in a little bit? So am I using 2 to go down?
No.
1.
That doesn't zoom it anymore.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't zoomed it in about 8 months.
It's my technical abilities.
You reach up and you twist the thing.
No, wrong way. I'm going slowly so you don't get a migraine.
Right. Then you press a little button. So it goes beep. Half press. That works.
I think I took a photograph.
It might say because it's got no memory card.
There's no memory card. Oh, that's fair enough. So this is an example I've just laid on. So I've got a base, and I normally use a thicker piece of material for the base. It gives it a bit more sturdiness. Then
Wendy says hi.
Hi, Wendy. Good to see you.
You're seeing the message, yeah?
I'm looking up and down, but I'm concentrating on the desk at the moment.
Yeah, I was just double checking they were actually coming through.
Yeah, I could see them.
Okay.
Too small. So I come down a little bit more.
Yeah. Not. Right, yeah, that's right. The zoom. Okay, I'm gonna have to come across.
That's right on the zoom.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to get our technical guy to
So can go closer. It just
get us a bit closer.
a bit too close, and I got to zoom back out again.
Hold on to your seasickness pills, guys.
So that she's close enough. She's a bit up and above that, but close enough.
Right.
Hello.
So that's, my fingers look absolutely huge in the screen now. So that's basically how I do it. I layer them up and try and match the colours, match the buttons to the fabric. So, and then I have a handy dandy pre-threaded bit of cotton, and I just sew the button on, and hey presto, you've got a fabric cluster. Now, while I was looking through my...
Keep an eye on where your hands are.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
wandering off screen.
It's a lot smaller than what you're used to now. Isn't
Yeah.
It? Yeah.
Try not to take it too close to my body.
Yeah.
There we go. I just go through the button twice. There's no need to, sort of go crazy. You're not opening and undoing a shirt. So you don't need to do it like a shirt button. It's just a couple of loops to hold it in place.
I'll ask about the music. It is the music for that.
And just snip. Then I put a little bobble of glue on the knot, and that just stops it coming undone. So it stops the, although I have tied it off, it stops it coming frayed. So Wendy, you came in a little bit later, so you might not have seen all the other clusters. So this is a sample of what the clusters are. In fact, everyone's getting a better close-up of them now. So I have a selection of buttons that I'm going to... Don't panic, I'm not going to make them all. Well, depends on how long you guys want to stay around for. But selection of buttons. Now, so for trimming the fabrics, or making the fabrics, preparing, should I say, the fabric. So this is a fairly heavy cotton. I think it's a facing off of a shirt, or I'm not quite sure actually, but so I trim them roughly to the size I think I'm going to need them. So no more than 1 inch square. So I'll go along and I'll just prepare a few. And then I'll get some more fabric. I don't know, say some in a different tone or different colour. That's the sort of thing that's been left over from working on something. Some of you might recognise the fabric. So, and then again, oh, I don't want to chop me.
Ellen Gorton?
Yeah.
Hi Debbie, a bit late to the party, but just but I've just been there.
Oh yeah.
Hi Debbie, a bit late to the party, but I've been to the Wildflower Remembrance afternoon at the hospice. Now eating dinner while watching you. Smiley face, thanks.
Hi Helen, good to see you again. I'll have to go for that coffee we promised each other.
4 years ago. So, let us know, is the music too loud, too quiet? Doesn't fit the mood?
Right, so I just tied a knot in my cotton. So I've got greens now. So when I just make sure I'm in the shot. When I do the clusters, I try and put the fabric at angles to itself, so the underneath fabric's got more of a chance of showing. Now some of this has been screwed up in the box, so it's a bit probably needs ironing. Just having a look at my ribbons to see if I've got a ribbon that will go. Yeah, I think that one will go quite nicely. So once again, I don't mind that fuzzy bit, but that's pointing in the wrong direction, so I'm just going to snip that corner off, but no, didn't snip hard enough. There we go. Now, it depends on my mood as to whether I, like I am at the moment, go one at a time with the clusters and swap and change colours, or I might just lay like 3 or 4 or 5 bases out, stack them and then sew them. So, but at the moment I'm just doing them one at a time so I can chat to you while I'm doing it and concentrate a bit better. Now this needs, because it's all different greens, it needs something to lift it. Now, my fabric comes from all sources, wherever I can scrounge it up from. This is actually an old laundry bag, this bit here, you can see, but it makes a good netting. I've got old curtain, I've got bits of old washcloth, twirl, old, you name it. I've got most types of fabric in my little pot. So I'm just going to tuck that little bit of white, just lift it, and the back there, and then I'll choose a button to go on the top. So we could have this one. So that's button choice number 1. We'll put it to the vote, shall we? We could go for white, same style but in white. Button choice number 2. Let's see, So I'm just having a root around in my button jar just to see if I can find it. Oh, that's the same. Or we could go for a pearlised one, although that's quite big. And we'll give you one more option. We got like a khaki green, but it's a similar size. So what do we reckon, folks? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Answers in chat, please.
I'll give you a few minutes to vote.
Have you got a story you want to tell us?
Oh, stories. Oh, goodness. I know what story. Well, I can tell you the reason we are able to have this room as a studio now is because I've moved my bed into the sitting room. Which is good because I can sit up in bed and watch the big screen, which is fabulous, instead of trying to watch my tiny little notebook, iPad thing. Number 1 seems to be getting the most votes. And it's given us a lot more space in the studio. So I'm no longer sharing my workspace with my sleeping space. I'm sharing my living space with my sleeping space, but not my workspace. And I've just seen a button right down the bottom that would be perfect to go with this green stripe. But I don't think I'm going to get to it without knocking it out of sight. So... Why, Peter, why has my camera gone all cappy-wonkus? It's better. Okay, right, got it back. Can everyone see me okay?
So I'm just go back to it. I'll be fiddling around with the camera real quick.
Right, so number 1, everyone's saying. Yeah, okay, we'll go for number 1 then.
Just going off for a minute. Because give everyone a very quick tour before we use that camera.
Ah, so those on live get a pre-tour.
They do.
Woohoo!
Get the camera to work properly again.
Now, are we tidy enough for that, do you think?
I think so.
We did to have a good old tidy out.
Right.
But we've done a bit more work since, so
yeah.
If you see some dust or cobwebs, just point them out and I can get them with my new feather duster.
Right, you've only got...
Oh, you like number 2, did you, Helen? Oh, maybe we can use that on the next cluster.
Whoop, shit. Excuse my language.
Sugar?
No, sugar. Oh, sugar.
Right. So you can still see me on the downward screen.
Yeah,
but the face screen has disappeared for the moment. And the reason behind that is because it's going to go mobile any minute because he's just... Well...
Assuming I can get it working.
Connected it up.
Put it on a longer cable. Ooh! What did I whack?
I have no idea. But I have all sorts of cables spread out on the back of my desk now. All the excitement is here.
Which one? We've got about 8 tablets laying around at the moment.
So, that's the finished result of that one.
Oh, Carol Maguire is now watching, apparently.
Oh, hi, Carol. Good to see you, darling.
Right, when you are ready, I do believe that should I'm gonna get a lovely picture of.
No, he hasn't had his tablets. Right, okay, we're gone.
There we go. We've got a lovely picture of nothing at the moment. If we do that, and if you hit, I think number 4.
Ooh,
There we go.
got a picture of the mole at the back of my neck. So, this is what I look at when I'm sitting at my desk.
Not usually with these cables.
Not, yeah, the cables aren't normally there. This is the fabric boxes that I've been picking from. That's the ribbons and bits and pieces.
You wait for a second.
And this is the lovely button tin. So all these little jars have beads or bolt pins or gems, sequins, all sorts of stuff.
Are we still online? Uh-oh.
Have we gone off?
Uh-oh, spaghetti yours. Have I knocked something? Oh, no, you're just on that side for some reason. It's not working. It looks like it's fine. Yeah. Do you just put the camera down?
Yeah. So I'm back.
Okay,
but
there we go. Yeah.
can everyone see a load of jam jars in front of them?
Yeah. Okay, I think that's just paused, wasn't it? Yeah, that's just been paused.
Okay. So Facebook is on pause for the moment, by the looks of it.
No, that's just on your screen.
Oh, it's only on my screen. Oh, that's all right then.
The video's been paused on.
They can actually see that. Yeah. So this is the mess of the desk. So above.
One of these.
That's the right one. Yeah.
Looking at now we are now looking at ourselves.
But
Okay, wondering what the green thing above us is. It's an old air mattress that I got, which is just helping add a bit more noise isolation in here.
You've got a thing chasing its tail there on the screen.
Right, I think that's just on you.
Okay. Hope so.
Anyway, shall we get back to?
So that's a sneak peek of the tour. We won't show you everything because you won't want to come back to watch the rest. Right. Right, they can go back in the...
Stop watching yourself on the computer.
They can go back in the handcraft finished. Ah, we've got it all labelled up.
Mostly. 9%.
Right, so we wanted something so we could use this white button. So we want maybe some lighter colours. Let me have a little looky. We have some netting here, or curtains, old curtains. Oh, we have a bit of bed sheet. Let's have a little diggy down deep into my bucket of loveliness. Oh. Amazing what you find in the fabric. Little petal. So maybe this one. That will go nice with that button potentially.
You can have a guess, but we have no. Well, actually, we've got a rough idea. Don't we? I don't remember what the rough idea is, but we did have one.
I think there's two.
Let them guess first. Have a guess. We've got.
Yeah.
We have a rough idea how many there are. Hello, can you hear me?
I can. the closest to it. What's the prize for the closest guess?
Ooh. You send them the fabric cluster that you make in the video, or they get to design their own fabric cluster that you can send to them.
Hmm?
How's that sound?
So, Wendy, I've got a pink check and a bit of lace and a little bit of cream bed sheet.
150 from Helen.
Okay. I better start counting, hadn't I?
Any other guesses from anyone? $240 from Wendy. 170 from Paul.
All right. Okay.
If you're wondering why I'm replying so late to your messages, it's because there is about a 20-30 second delay, depending on what service you're watching this on. Cool. You're getting the official count going on now.
Well, I've counted 88 so far. But I'm not telling you where I got up to.
So we know there's at least, we'll think there's 100 at least. We'll give you that. So a minimum of 100. I'll tell you, it's somewhere between 100 and 1,000. I think that's fair enough to say. Mum says exactly 100.
Right. Who said? Let me see who's the closest.
Dad, obviously you haven't got the
Right, Paul, we might have to disqualify you because you might have had inside information. The answer is actually 160 at the moment.
closest about going over though. Price is right. So Paul went over.
He did go over, yeah.
So Helen, congratulations.
Well done, Helen.
150. You're what, 12 out?
Well, no, it was 160 and she was 150, so they were both equally 10 astray.
But obviously, Paul,
Good guess, Helen.
Paul went over, so unfortunately that does not count. It's all right, that's the rules.
We make them up.
Making up now.
We make it up as we go along, yeah.
Yeah. And Gramps said 80. Obviously, he hadn't got to. They hadn't received the bit where we said they've got 188 already.
Well,
Didn't hear that.
yeah. No, one. It's just 88, not 188.
Yeah, sorry, yes.
Confuse everybody. So, Wendy, does that cluster look good to you? Can I get my money back? Well, put it towards the move. So Helen gets to design the next cluster. Right, let's try and get in the screen while I'm sewing, shall we? Instead of
So then, Helen, while we're doing this, what sort of base material do we want? What sort of colours are we looking for?
yeah, what colour would you like, Helen? Right, Wendy, I'm going to put this cluster to one side for you.
Mm. You didn't even win a competition.
She didn't. No, but she did choose the button. A button. Well, everyone chose the button, so whoever wants one can choose a cluster if they would like.
Well, Andrew, we actually found out it's just cheaper to, buy the jars as they are instead of going to cream tea all the time.
Yeah.
To be fair, you got the first 50 or so.
Yeah,
from
we did.
Cream teas.
We did. Yes.
You did. I didn't saw any. I was on the
Yeah.
backside of them.
I was a brazen hussy. I went into the restaurant and went behind the scenes and said, "Do you have any little jam jars that have been returned, or do you recycle them?" And they said, "Well, we've got a few here." So I said, "May I have them?" And they said, "They haven't been washed up yet." I said, "Well, I've got a carrier bag here. What ones you can spare, please put in the bag and I'll wash them when I get home." And they said, "Well, that's not normal." I said, "Well, neither am I." So there you go. So they gave them to me.
So that, I said, well, yeah, we can see that.
I think that was at the garden centre. Have a quick slurp.
What are you drinking?
Orange juice.
Can everyone hear me okay from over here? Just double checking that.
So Helen, I'm going to bring the fabric scraps box to the fore. And when you see one that you like...
Zoom that out a little bit.
Yeah.
Zoom it out and tap the button.
Isn't that better? Have I zoomed it back in again? I'm not sure what I've done. So we've got some blue. We've done pink. We've got some yellow. You can have pink as well if you want, but we've just done pink. Black sparkly. Got some beige.
Beige.
Beige, very beige. Bright orange. Some silver grey. Pink fluffy. I think that's an ear of a bunny.
Pink, white and silver we're getting. Ooh, how about that?
A silver, yeah.
Nice sparkly bit. You all like that, Helen?
Okay, so we've got some pink.
put that to one
Which
side.
pink do you want? We've got checkered pink, spotty pink, or a pale pink.
Well, I think that's a bunny's ear. Oh, I'd like
Just-
quite well with that pink.
Mm.
Actually. What do you think? What do you think of that? combination there. With well, maybe not that.
We've got that white netting, or we've got some lace.
Ooh, a bit of lace.
Um,
Oh, we've got another different bit of silver there.
oh yeah, that looked nice. Right, so we'll take those silvers, those lace, and we can play with them.
Rub that. Obviously, it's up to Helen, but that would be my choice. Out the three.
A, B, or C for the pinks. So Spotty's A.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, we got a.
Oh,
That's not much of that.
Looks lovely though. And well, you can see that.
Well, we've got a very pale pink square here. No, don't go giving your auntie a migraine.
Yeah, on focus. There we go. Camera didn't know quite what to focus on there for a second and just said, no, I'm done now.
Oh, there's a pink here.
Oh, that's a very nice piece.
I reckon I can do something with this piece, and the bits we got down here.
Oh, I've got that pink there as well, don't forget.
That's,
that for something else?
That's for spare. If we want to go on to
Ruffle flowers.
no, yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
yes, yeah.
Right. Shall we?
So, can we come back in again to? So what do you think of all the show so far, folks? I wonder how many rubbish we get.
Oh, cool. Much better if I don't work the camera while I'm trying to press the button. Black sparkly? Where's the black sparkly?
There's some black sparkly.
Oh! My window decoration. So you want that for your netting layer, do you? Yeah, fair enough.
Got that bit there. Let's see if I can cut off a few more sparkles on this bit. Well, that one with a few more sparkles.
There we are, load of old rubbish. Can we have a steward's inquiry and a recount on the charts? Well, as we're the stewards, we did the count.
Well,
No.
I counted, but I went and nodded my way along, so we could have a recount and just double check.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Mind your arm, you're blocking the view.
Then my answer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2,
White lace, okay.
10.
Where did my lace go?
Yeah.
Did you nick my lace? Oh no, it's here.
6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 100. And I'm just over halfway, so yeah. Sounds about right.
Mm.
150, 160. So there we go. Now we're getting right in the way.
Right, Helen,
Okay,
which pink do you want? The pale pink or the flower pink?
Andrew is sending hugs in the other chat now, just to be confusing.
Hugs to all of you. Much loves. So we've got the white lace with the black. Do I put the other way around? Which do you want on top? Want a bit of sparkle left, don't we? So maybe like that.
That's your middle. What are you going over there for?
Mm.
Well, that's closer to your middle than your... Or... that.
I think it's got to be the lace on top. It's...
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, I've got to go out again, but I'll catch up with it soon. All right.
See you, Helen. We'll make one up for you, and I'll put it in an envelope for you for
So
when I
the
see
final
you
will be
soon.
a surprise then. Even
Yeah.
better. Right then, everyone else, how do we make it look awful? No. Awfully good. There we go.
Awfully good. Awfully good. Right, so we've got pink button number 1. If I try and get in screen again.
Number 2.
Pink button number 2. We have a mother of pearl button.
Oh, that's quite nice. But it's quite very pale. Almost, it doesn't look pink really, does it? That bit.
Mm.
I thought you were using that material.
I was, but it didn't look right. Not with a sparkle.
Fair enough.
Needed to be a bit plainer. Otherwise, it took the impetus away.
Fairly enough.
Or
Impishness.
impishness, yeah, definitely impishness. Or we could potentially add a bit more sparkle and maybe put some gems across the top. What do you think of that one?
Oh, that's when I moved back a little bit so I can actually get in shot. There we go. Hello. How is everyone? Yeah, can I twist that without breaking everything? Yeah, it's just about. Insipid.
What's insipid? Oh, so you need a bit of a bright pick me up on the. What about that colour? What about this pink?
There we go.
Use a blue button. Oh, now that's a novel idea. Okay.
Oh, that's quite nice. And then sort of the eyelid sort of look.
That one? Got a small one. I think it's going to be too small. Needs to be a bit. We've got a black button. Just having a delve deeper into my jar.
Yeah, I can do it.
That one? What are you doing?
Cleaning the lens. I think I put my finger on the lens earlier.
How's that one?
Here we go. A little bit less sparkly around the edges now.
Little or big? Or we got this one? So if you're going for blue, 1, 2, or 3.
Oh, now you say hi. I've been here the entire time. Hello.
Yeah, but she's only just seen your face.
I've been sitting down the whole time. For a while now. At least 10 minutes. Blue. Blue.
Button number 3. So this one. That one. Yeah? Dull?
Oh, you mean the purpley pink blue one? It's kind of mauve in real life. It's kind of not showing up very well on the camera. You say mauve?
Yeah, it's a
Turquoisey mauve colour.
lilac-y.
Yeah.
So, are we happy with the one that's on the cluster?
It's more of a royal blue, isn't it?
It's nice bright blue, yeah.
Got this sort of almost a seafoam blue with this tiny little one here.
Don't think that's big enough. It's a nice colour, but I don't think it's big enough.
We've got that one, which is almost like somewhere between pearlescent and blue.
It's throwing another spanner in the works. Oh no.
No, maybe not.
Ooh, no. No. I stake my reputation. I'm going to lose that one in the crowd.
That's more of a green.
That's the pearl one, or similar to the pearl one, which was lost in it. So, right, we're going to go for this one, but unfortunately it's got a staple in it, so somehow I've got to get the staple out of it first. So, just pulling the staple out with my needle.
Too big? Okay, let's renumber, because I think we've lost track of which one's which. So before you do it, let's just do one more time.
Well, I've got to take the staple out anyway.
Take the staple out. So, small one, number 1. This one, medium one, is number 2. And then the one that we're fiddling around with, the darker one, is number 3. Let's do that one more time. I think we lost track of which was 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Benjamin says, I'm here now, still at Rochester. Number 2 from Benjamin.
Hi, Benjamin. So, this one, Benjamin, this one.
Number 2 is winning at the moment with 1 vote. Oh, number 3 is equaling it with also 1 vote.
So, between 2 and 3, number 1's going back in the pile. Pink ones are going back in the pile, and so are the gems.
And now Angie's throwing another one in the works. Try a mustard yellow. We actually got a couple of mustard yellows right here. There we go. Is that a mustard yellow or is that more of a wood colour? Have a quick rubbish at the top. Ooh. No, wrong style, isn't it?
That's a little bit thick, that one.
Would that style work?
No, it's got a shank on it.
Yeah, shanks for playing. Ooh. What do we think of that?
Right, so we got... Wendy, you wanted the small button? You thought, that one?
I do quite like that. I'm kind of split between these two to me, actually.
Oh my goodness, that one I didn't like.
No, I think we can get rid of that one.
Get rid of that one. So we got
1, 2, 3, or 4.
1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, I'll try them again for size. Number 1.
Off screen.
Number 2. Number 3. Number 4.
This is it now. No more suggestions. We're going to take whatever you vote for, so don't suggest anything else. Looking at you, Angela.
Right, so this screen is lagging. Too pale. Yeah, okay. Well, I think the general consensus was the dark blue, wasn't it? Pretty much more vote. I'm bringing the pink round a little bit more as well to...
Oi! Getting rude now.
Whoa! Button it.
Dark blue.
Yeah. Okay, right, we're going for it.
You changed your mind now. Tough.
Not unpicking it. Plus the fact it's a 2-hole button, which is easier.
2 whole buttons. Only got 1.
2-hole buttons, yeah.
Well, that's a fun noise.
What?
Hold that up to the microphone. Don't know if that's coming through or not. It's a fun noise.
That was the cotton flexing. So I cast off, go through the back, whip it round.
I wonder why you think big on the screen. I presumed you win, haven't I?
Oh.
There we go.
So guys, this is Helen's winning cluster. Thank you for your help.
Alright. Should we do some yo-yos? Should we move on from clusters now?
We're going to do a yo-yo. Now, for those of you who don't know what yo-yos are, right, so that's Wendy's.
And we're not talking about the things that you play with as kids.
And that one's Helen's.
Well, you might play with it as a kid, but probably not. Oh, sorry about the small sun in the corner of the screen there.
A bit of fresh cotton, because I need a longer thread for this one. So, yo-yos are basically these.
Cool.
When it comes to flowers.
How's that? Look at the middle screen. I don't really need that.
So they are made by circle of fabric and sewing a running stitch round the edge and then pull them into themselves. So I shall demonstrate. Make sure I've got a knot at the end of my cotton, otherwise I should just pull it straight through. And try and work out which is the right side and the wrong side of the fabric. Make sure it's just right or the wrong side of the fabric. I'm not sure which is which.
Very nice from Wendy. Can you... Yeah, we already had that one. I'm not rereading that one. Thank you, Paul.
So I just basically do a running stitch round the outside, fairly small stitches, because I want a nice gather.
The cavity would.
Oh dear, the dad jokes get worse and worse. With the three of you on, what with you, Paul and Mark,
You've
we've got no hope, no. No hope whatsoever.
Nana thinks it's pretty. Oh, look, these are pretty. Yeah. Because that's all we've got on at the moment. Can't actually see that above it at the moment.
I'm stretching as
hold
far
your hands still in position. Cool. Okay. There's probably easier, better ways of doing that, but this is what we've got at the moment. Getting better at not doing it every 5 seconds, getting a bit more of a general angle and working with that instead of
zooming it backwards and forwards all the time.
Every 5
So
seconds, yeah.
it resembles a bit of like a mop cap or a shower cap to start with. See? So I've sent my lackey out to make me a nice cup of tea.
Yes.
Go, Smeagol, go. Is it yo ho ho and a bottle of rum? Nearly round. My fabric was nearly round as well. So once I get to this bit here sticking out, I will then loop through to stop it pulling through in case the knot goes through the fabric while I tighten it. Now I'm leaving my stitching, my needle connected to the cotton while I pull it, and then I pull out from the edges to flatten it and try and get it like a little puff ball. Now, I'm not brilliant on the history of the yo-yo flower, but as I understand it, it was a bit like a patchwork thing where people used to use what fabric they had and old clothes and things like that, and they used to make the yo-yos, and they didn't necessarily put buttons on them, and they would sew them on the edges, a bit like patchwork, and make quilts and blankets and things out of them, and you know, make it quite colourful. Now I'm going to use my cotton to sew across the top. Now I've got it all nice and tight at various angles, just to hold the top in place. One more should do it. And then we get the fun of choosing another button. Yay! Now I've got to try and do this single-handed. And you see it clear enough. Slippers for the cats. Well, I don't think they'd last very long. We should put the little video that we took of Kizzy up on the screen at the end, where he got his head stuck.
Oh yeah, I know the one you mean. I was wondering how to do it.
That's a little funny. Right, so we've got a sort of pale peachy pink here. So what colours do we think that might go with that? That seems to be my theme at the moment, pale pink and cream colours. Is everyone else enjoying a nice cuppa? Mine's on its way. He thinks I'm nagging him now. Right, so you can have a slightly bigger button on the yo-yo flowers, or thicker, and I do sometimes use a shank button if it's a larger piece I'm working on, larger yo-yo, especially if I'm doing layered yo-yos like the ones I've just shown you, but this is just a single layer. Little rubbish. Nah, definitely not that one. Now that's interesting. Do we like that, folks? Pete, I need you to zoom me in a little bit, touch more when you're ready. I did, but it's not as far as I'd like it to be. Huh? On the camera, yeah. Pale green or wooden. Okay. So we've got that one. We've got the mother of pearl one that keeps on coming back to try and audition again. Wooden. Let me have a look. I've got an orange, but I think that might be too orange. No, that's too pink. Thank you. Right, I'm looking for a wooden button. Got a clock here. Got a button with a clock on it. That any good?
Oh, on set, let's just do that.
A yo-yo that tells the time. We've got a creamy white.
Oh dear.
No, it's too pale.
Yeah, that's only key to... There we go.
Wooden. There was some wooden. Oh.
How's that? You want to make that your centre, and then you stop using it as your centre.
Well, okay.
How's that?
Yeah, good. Now I'm going to throw a real spanner in the works now and show you a different style completely. What about a butterfly button?
Flutterby.
A flutterby button. So, choices so far. Butterfly, choice 1. The metallic, choice 2. The wooden clock, 3.
Wendy says pink. Wendy says pink. There we go.
Pink. Well, I did try a pink, but it's more of a peach. The actual. I'm just trying to get that one there. Oh, got it. So I've got a sort of like a beigey pink.
Oh, it's quite nice. So they look like a small.
Little small, yeah. But the colour's good. It's the actual size that's the problem. So And then we got the mother of pearl, which I'm not convinced. Though the butterfly seems to be getting a good rep.
No, I just need more wood.
Should we go for the butterfly? I've got some more yo-yos to make, so we'll go for the butterfly on this one, and maybe that mother of pearl might get onto the next one. You never know. So basically, I'll keep my string on, or my cotton, and then I sew through. And again, these are just used for a decoration. They can be possibly used for hair decoration as well as paper decorations. Now that would have been good. We'll keep that to one side.
No, that's what I was digging out for. I said I was digging one out.
Peter's just rooted through the button jar to the bottom to find a button, and I'm sewing on the butterfly.
I said, hang on, I'm going to search for one. No, I meant to say, I've seen a nice one, but I don't know if I actually did say, oh, not that one necessarily, but it's as a button.
Yeah, it's a nice button. It's a little bit.
We've got nothing on screen at the moment.
Oh, am I going too far? I will get the hang of this one day, honest, she says.
The day that it's changed.
She says really convincing, yeah. So again, I get me glue.
The glue?
Big glue.
And what glue are we using?
We're using Kalal.
Mm.
So there you go, guys. One pretty butterfly cluster. Now, if I was really clever, I would have thought about putting a gem over the top so it's had a body, but didn't think about. But that's good. It's good enough. So I'll stick that there. So this next one I've got ready cut out is some more green tones. This one's a complete plain one. We won't worry about that because that's very plain. But I've got like green tones on this one.
Oh, move that out then.
Now I think that's the inside. And once again, I'll just whip round the edge. Peter, do you want to be having a look to see if there's any buttons that would go with the green? That's the sort of green we're looking at. I have my able assistant looking for some suitable buttons. There might even be another butterfly in.
We don't have a butterfly. Might be a lovely butterfly in there, but you know, I don't want the same thing each time, do we?
Oh, that's true. Like to ring the changes.
Might be a bit on the small side. One back out. Maybe a bit on the big side, but we'll try that one.
We've got there, but I don't think it's the right green.
Yeah, we'll put it in the
mix.
Hang on, a little bit higher up. There we go. And now over there. I think that's the same as one we've already got.
Trying to keep on screen here.
You're doing a great job. You can come lower. If you can come lower, better. Because you give yourself more room.
That better? Am I on screen, guys?
Also, the focus is down lower.
Ah.
So. I have to keep changing the focus point over me. I'm going to focus on the table.
Mm-hmm. You can see it forming as I go now.
Ooh. And why not? Let's go for a very, very bright green as well. That's a
Cool.
fun colour.
That one I'm not sure about.
No, neither am I, but...
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
A lovely... anyone spot what's wrong with this button?
Answers on a postcard.
Yep. I love it. You have a live, almost zero latency view at the top, and you still can't get that. Great place. Well, put it down. We might be able to, might be able to glue it down.
Yeah,
Might be able to
could
do something
glue
with
it. If it's the right colour. I'm not convinced, but...
Yep. Has everyone gone to tea? How is everyone? We all still here?
Roll call. We'll let you all go in a bit. I'll finish this one and then I'll let you go and have your din-dins. Appreciate you all joining us. It's been lovely to have some interaction.
We can go a bit longer. We're only going in about an hour.
An hour and a quarter.
Yeah.
An hour and a
We've got a
half.
couple of hours. We've got a couple of hours.
Right, okay, we'll put it to the vote. We can do
Well,
So-
they don't have to stay.
till 7. If
I mean,
you're
we
happy
like
to
it if you
stay,
stay, but you don't have to.
if you're happy with that. I'm just worried I'm getting you bored with my just sewing on you.
I mean, I said I don't have to stick around, But we're not forcing anyone to be here. So,
Right, so we have the green
apart from
tones.
You know who you are. You're not allowed to leave.
Which one's that?
Oh, they know who they are.
Right, that one I would say is too big.
Oh, come on. You had it.
I think that one's too big. So I'm going to rule that one out.
There we go.
If you're wondering why you keep getting a view of my neck, it's because the camera's higher than I am.
Well, the view is.
Yeah. So that one I would say is a no, so we can go back in.
This monitor, actually, that I think you probably saw when we did the little walk around. Actually, it's £10 from Charity Shop, wasn't it?
Yeah, from Garden House Office.
Yeah. Oh no.
No. Computer says no.
No, on that, you know what it looked like? Like you put like a fruit pasta or something on top.
Right, our dodgy one. It's not bad colour-wise, actually. But it's not... I mean, I could possibly sew it from either side rather than from the middle.
You could sew it across. I mean, yeah, you can. So you can glue it down as well and sew it. Yeah, like X stitch it basically through from the middle.
So that's a potential. So that's
Because then you
option,
can choose the thread colour.
option number 1.
Yeah, choose a different thread colour that will complement it nicely.
So we're having a new set of options. So Green button with the dodgy middle
Do you
is
wanna
number
look up
one.
when you put them down so you can see where you're at? Because you put it up here.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. It's because
What?
it keeps on going in and out. I'm trying to, the space gets bigger and smaller.
That's why you've got a view in front of you so you can work out what you're putting.
Okay, right. There's this nice dark green.
Oh, that's quite nice. Like I'm looking up there to get a better view, and I'm just literally right there in front of me.
We got a yellowy goldy colour.
A lovely colour, but I don't think it goes.
No, I think it's a bit too...
Too mustardy. There you go, can
Too
you use
bright.
that one last time?
Yeah.
We've got
Well,
the mustard colour.
I'm wondering about that clock button, actually.
That's alright. No, I'm not sold on it.
It's a little... Well, put it in the mix. And we have a turquoisey button. It's the same style, but it's a better colour, I feel, that one.
What than this?
Yeah.
I think that blends into it. You want a bit of contrast to it, and it does go with that colour there.
Mm.
I think that's more contrasty.
Mm.
What does the chat think? Oh, we've got a couple more to go through, but these, I think we put these here as our forerunners at the moment. Are we happy with that?
Mm. Right, so you're not convinced of the clock?
I'm not convinced by the clock at all.
All right, well, I'll put that to one side. And if anyone wants
Let's
clock,
get rid of that because we don't want that on.
if anyone wants
Oh,
clock,
that's not part of
so
it.
we got lime green, clock, dark green, and turquoise. Then we've got the like army green.
It's a bit on the small side though.
Yeah, I'm not keen on that, and I'm not keen on the fact that it's a bit chipped as well.
Is it sharp or is it just white?
No, it's
No,
chipped.
but there was another one in there. Also chipped by the looks of it.
But I mean, they're pre-loved, so you know. And then we've got
Loved, by the sounds of it.
they've got the clear limey green. Not, I think that's a bit small.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 answers on a postcard.
Clock, lime, turquoise, dark green.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
While you're having a think, I'm going to have a sup of me tea.
I think people may have wandered off. We'll wait another minute or so. Let you catch up.
That's the thing, isn't it? There's a time delay, so
Yeah.
that's why we're sort of waiting, staring at the screen, because there's a bit of a time delay on things. Well, personally, I think it's between those two.
Well, it's definitely between those two, but we'll see what other people think. You getting anyone?
Everyone's gone to
Oh.
sleep. Oh, people might be going in and out.
Right, well, it looks like I've just
Technical
pointed at the start by pointing out. So you, sorry guys, if you are going to respond now, you've got about 5 minutes of us acting like we can't see anything because we can't.
Yapping on about time delays.
Yeah. Let's do the time warp
Up again.
I don't think I get copyright for that.
Well,
Not with how out of tune that was.
if anyone recognises it, they're lucky. Yeah.
Oh, it's a leather one, isn't it?
Oh.
It's either a leather button or a mushroom. Not quite sure. Or actually, on that side, an acorn.
Mm. Yeah, so.
That's a better colour.
Not looking as if we're getting any votes.
Right.
Can you still hear us? Are you still with us? Give us a sign.
We could check. We'll make sure I've not pulled out the cable or something.
Oh.
No. No. Microphone's still working. Looks like. Right. Probably has got one vote per button. We need at least a tiebreaker. Right. Should we make the election decision 1 or 2 then?
So we've whittled it down to 1 or 2. Dark or turquoise.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the turquoisey, but
So I prefer the dark colour.
actually, yeah, you're convincing me.
Right. Actually, I think that was the one that I liked. Well, I think you swapped.
So that one.
Come on, someone. Please.
Mm.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to do that, so I don't know which one's which either.
That
This
one.
one.
We have a lucky
We
winner.
have a winner. One way of doing it.
One in each hand, and which hand do I choose?
Yep.
I chose the right hand.
And all that's left is that one. The little one that's left.
Oh!
Did you not actually go through the button?
I went through, but there's a crack in it. You look very, very closely.
So like we said, you chose left, right?
Well, let's try that one.
Check WhatsApp, see if they've said anything.
Can we update it? You know, sort of without losing.
Look, there we are.
Oh, wonderful. I think we better call it quits.
After this one, then I think we will. We call it a day. We're getting a bit peckish anyway. We can get there. Get it ready.
Right, so our finished results are this one, which was we started with. Our 2 yo-yos. And Wendy's and Helen's.
Mm.
So we didn't do an awful lot, but we did a lot of chatting.
Oh, because it was about an hour and a half.
So guys, thanks ever so much for joining us. We'll let you know when the next live is up.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, look forward to the studio tour. Much love, everyone. Bye-bye.
Realise there's no way to actually turn it off from here.
So I got to stare blankly into the camera until he switches us off. Oh.
Cool. You meet a penguin. You're welcome back. Yeah. Oh, well, now everyone starts chatting.
Well, it's not on this screen. This screen's frozen, I think. Was that from before?
I think, yeah, our chat broke.
Oh, is there a lot of chat there? Is
There
everyone?
is a lot of chat.
Oh,
we
good.
can continue. Hang on, I was wanting to
hang on.
refresh the chat.
We refresh the chat. There's loads of it going on. They're probably wondering what the hell we're talking about. So we said goodbye for no reason because everyone's still. Oh no, we're gone.
Oh,
Bye from Links.
technical
Technical
hitch.
hitch.
Yeah. Right, we're back up here now. Was rather long. Yeah.
That one. That one. This one. Chicken.
I'm here. It's only because I went round the other side, so I saw the chat messages. Oop. Well, I think we'll call it
Well,
here
we'll call
anyway.
it
Yeah,
quits
we'll call it
anyway.
here anyway, but that's annoying that that did that because couldn't tell.
Right, so those two buttons are not good for sewing on. Love you all, folks. Doodle pip.
For real this time.